This video is brought to you in association with Alistair Williams Comedy. Tickets for Alistair Williams Comedy Tour can be purchased in the link in the description of this video. So do that, or else.
I'm gonna be our final boss.
You just got dominated by a bowl cut, and no, there's nothing you can do about it. On August 3rd, 2025, the official TikTok account for the 06 West Ibiza Club posted a short video of a stocky British man dancing at their venue. In the caption, they pleaded, "Does anyone know this absolute legend?" Viewers were captivated by his look. Comments compared his haircut to a medieval helmet, and joked that he had traveled through time. Another person simply dubbed him the Ibiza Final Boss. The term Final Boss stuck. As the video was shared across TikTok and other platforms, users remixed it with EDM tracks, posted duets imitating his dance, and turned his bowl cut into a template for memes. On August 3rd, just hours after the original video went viral, he stepped forward. He revealed on Instagram stories that he is Jack Kay, a normal guy from Newcastle, England. Many fans were surprised. Jack wasn't a professional DJ or influencer. He works in construction. He told followers he had traveled to Ibiza on holiday and happened to be filmed while enjoying himself at 06 West.
Wow. It's all such a beautiful story, isn't it? It's incredible. It's such a beautiful, touching story. Let me ask you a question. Have you noticed how the sort of the things that go viral, if you like, the people that are normal people who just happen to be made incredibly famous, right? They're always doing something that is just so vapid, that is so lowest common denominator, that is just something that would just drag society further down into the mud. You know what I mean? Like this guy who I'm showing you in the video, some of you might have no idea who he is, congratulations, but if you go on like social media or whatever, everybody's talking about, oh, have you seen this? Ibiza Final Boss, look at this. Well, I say everyone's talking about it. Nobody, in fact, is really talking about it. But this is sort of what I'm talking about with how things go viral. What the establishment do now, and by the establishment, I mean Satan and his minions. That's who the establishment really is. But if you don't want to believe in Satan, then you can just believe that the establishment is Klaus Schwab and the WEF and all these fake cartoon characters they give you to believe in instead of the devil. But whatever. So what they do now is they produce these people that go viral, okay? And the word itself is very telling. They always tell you what they're up to. Go viral. You know, they link it to like a virus, a disease, something that's making you sick, something that's killing you, something that's spreading everywhere and causing harm. And that is, of course, what the point of this type of thing is. You know, they take somebody, in this case, a guy who's gone to Ibiza and is just, so, you know, taking drugs and standing around and looking like an idiot and, you know what I'm saying? And it's oh, this person is now famous for doing that, for having the stupidest haircut you could have. This guy is now an incredible person, and it encourages you to aspire to this sort of thing, to behave like that. It encourages you that, hey, you know, you live in the society where this is the sort of thing that's valued. This is the sort of thing that should be aspired to, is just, you know, standing around and taking drugs and drinking and, you know, having tattoos and a stupid haircut and a big gold chain. And it's the establishment telling you this is what you like. This is what people enjoy. You know, this is what everyone's talking about. When in actual fact, it's just completely astroturfed. Okay, and you see so many comments on social media. I might have some of them here now for you to have a look at, but the general gist of them is, oh man, if this is where society's going, we're so screwed. Like, why is everyone so interested in this guy who's just got a stupid haircut? And is this really if this is what people are enjoying now, then send the flood. Oh, you know, stuff like that. And that's the point. That's the point. This fake, astroturfed, this guy's famous for nothing. Okay? It's designed to get you feeling like that. It's designed to get you feeling like, oh, this is what society loves. Just the most uninspiring, vapid, personalityless behavior. Like, this is what makes you successful, you know, and none of it's true, right? Like, have you noticed, like, nobody ever goes viral for helping an old lady across the road, or, you know, for treating other people as they would like to be treated themselves, or no one ever is blown up to this huge proportion for, you know, being kind or being charitable, or, and if they are, like that Tom guy or whatever, it's always blown up a couple of years later. Oh, he was really a pedophile. You know, it's part of Satan's oppression of multiple people at the same time, where they want you to stare at society and go, this is sick, this is disgusting. You know, like the other example of the lady in the thumbnail, the Hawk Tour girl. And if you don't know who she is, I'm not even going to go into who she really is, but basically, she was one of these figures that was blown up to this one of the most famous people on the internet. And she was basically in the produced video that the establishment probably arranged. Her dad's probably in the CIA or something. Anyway, she was just being gross and talking about like a sex act, you know, on one of these, hey, so what do you do in bed? And she'd be like, I do this disgusting thing, and it's gross. And you know, and then she's like, oh, she's got all these deals, and she's famous, and she's rich now, you know, for talking about being a whore, you know, and it sends the message of, yeah, if you want to be rich and famous, just, you know, go on the street late at night and just talk about graphic sex acts to strangers on a camera, you know, and that's the message that it's sending. You know, it's sending the message that society is finished, okay? But it's not true. It's not true. This is not really what human beings respond to. It's not really what most human beings are into. You know, it's not. It's a deception, like most things that are pushed on you, most things that have coverage, when it's like, oh, this person's everywhere, and all of a sudden you see all these mainstream media outlets that will report on, like, the Ibiza final boss or the Hawk Tour girl, and you know, they're giving it loads of coverage and promoting it everywhere. And what, you know, why are they doing that? You know, they're doing it because it suits the agenda for these things to be everywhere. You know, they don't want you growing your mind. They don't want you growing your spirit. They don't want you growing as a person. They want you just, you know, staring at a guy with a rubbish haircut, or you know, a woman talking filthy on the street. That's what they want you to believe in. Anyway, as discussed, this video is brought to you in association with my stand-up comedy tour. The tickets are available in the description to this video. If you want to come and see me do stand-up comedy live, I'm all over the United Kingdom this year, starting in September, which is very soon. Grab yourself tickets. The link is in description. I'm going all over the United Kingdom. I would love for you to come and see me. Also, if you want to support the channel financially, we sure do need it. The links for this are in description. I hope the next time that they try and tell you that something has gone viral, you know what's really going on now. So God bless everyone, and yeah, see you in the next video. Bye.